Identity theft protection. Protecting your identity and also protecting your personal information and the funds that you create. In identity theft protection, there are so many ways to protect your identity. One way is to make sure that you live a private life and make sure that your house and your car is underneath a living trust. Open up a living trust, and whatever your name of the living trust is will be used to replace your name in the title. So when you have a car, it goes underneath the living trust. When you have a house, it goes underneath your living trust. Then you make sure that you have a street address mailbox. It has a street address. When you register with the DMV, use your street address. And when you have your mail sent, you use your street address. This eliminates people from trying to either find out where you live. It also protects you. So that way, if there's any issues or assumptions or false accusation and somebody gets pissed off, they try to come to your house and start problems, they won't be able to because you have everything underneath a living trust and a street address mailbox. Another thing that you want to do is you want to contact the 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Either go to Wells Fargo and get identity theft protection service. They would have to contact you by phone, and you would have to verify anything that has been applied underneath your own personal name, whether if it's a credit card application or if it's a loan or a government grant. They have to contact you by phone. You would have to be present to make sure. You have to be present so that way the application and the loan or the government grants to be approved. Then you also, in the future, they will have technology to scan your fingerprint, scan your eyes, your facial structure, even your voice, that would recognize you and identify you. And also there will be devices that will be implanted in your body that will be scanned to identify you. And the best one that I like is that it's the type of security is you notate in your credit bureau a note. Any application or any loans or credit card or whatever it is that needs to be approved, you must be present. And you must scan your fingerprints, your retina eyes, and facial structure. You must present your passport, driver license, your social security. We want to prevent all these fraudulent activity that's been occurring. There's billions of dollars been lost due to identity theft. We want to prevent it by spending another $1 billion on protecting the identity. If $1 billion been lost because of identity theft, then $1 billion will be spent to protect the identity. It's that simple. So what you want to do is very simple. Understand that credit is very important to survive in this type of economy. You use credit, to get a loan for a house or a car or for an emergency. Okay? Now, the type of other protection is for the banks. Okay? Identity theft protection for the banks is very important. And the type of identity theft protection for the banks would be something that similar that you would do with the credit bureau. When you enter a bank, they would have to, first of all, when you sign up an account with a bank, you must present your naturalization documentation, your birth certificate, your driver license, social security, your passport, and in the passport you'll have a device. You'll also have a device in the social security card, and the driver license will have a device, and in your body will be implanted a device, and just to make sure everything's secured, you'll even have a barcode tattooed on one of your body parts, like it's not going to be visible. So that's one thing that's the banks it's needed to do. That's what they need to do, because this will prevent all the fraudulent activity that's been occurring lately. And the reason why is that, you know, people might just get plastic surgery and look like you with a fake ID, walk in and take everything from you. What are you going to do about it when they're gone, you know? Is the government going to investigate it and analyze their facial structure and find out if it matches? You know, by the time then, their money is gone, and maybe the bank might insure it, maybe not. Who knows? So, to eliminate this fraudulent activity, you also require the bank to provide you a credit card that has a device, and every time that you want to withdraw or deposit, you have to have the credit card that the bank provides, passport, driver license, social security. The bank's going to have new technology to scan your fingerprints, your palm, the device is implanted in your body, the tattooed barcode that has your A number, a naturalization number, and it's going to scan your retina, your ears, your facial structure, and your voice to make sure that you are who you are. Now, understand this system is to prevent a lot of fraudulent activity. And this system can also prevent a lot of innocent people from going to jail. Okay? To make sure that people doesn't dress up like you or look like you and commit a crime in your own the way when, you know, in your own presence, meaning like making sure that people doesn't dress up like you and commit crime, make it look like you did it. So that's one thing why we have to do this, and it's going to be something that it's very important to do, because technology is becoming very sophisticated, and we want to eliminate that manipulation that people are creating, you know, and the people are so sophisticated that they are manufacturing human beings and aliens, and you don't want somebody who looks like you going around committing crime, and you don't want people going and accessing your information because they look like you. So all this technology and all these strategies and procedures and all these techniques are very important to implement today because of how sophisticated technology is. We don't want to give people ideas, but this is something that has to be resolved very quickly. And another thing that you know, we want to do is that when you open up a bank account, you want to make sure you tell them that I don't want any phone transactions, I don't want any online transaction. The only online thing that I would want is to be able to view how much I have in an account. That's about it. I don't want any phone transaction. I don't want bank-to-bank transfer. The only option on my bank account or yours is to withdraw or deposit in person. Any time that account that needs to get altered, the individual must be present. And to make sure that it's more secured, anything you purchase, you must use a government computer system or a computer that the bank has. So that way, when you make a purchase, everything is, you know, the transaction is been verified. It's a benefit to the bank because they eliminate a lot of disputes. That's my opinion. Just remember That's imagine a devious, devilish guy from another planet makes a clone that looks exactly like you, and he goes around committing crime or using your information. What if somebody was so evil that he would want to kill you and take your life and literally dress up like you and look like you and take your credentials? These kind of technology where you implement devices with barcodes and having surveillance on every light pole, and a government security system in your home will prevent this devilish temptation or prevent this type of strategy that people uses. So remember that.